Make sure I'm recording here. This is drone flight 3 during the day. I was out down here last night. I couldn't really get good footage of down here. It was too dark to see much. So as of right now, Indiana's kind of a little flooded, at least in the area that I'm in. I'm going to try to be careful of any of the birds around here. There's a couple ducks and a seagull, so I don't really want to hit them. It's a little bit windy. Try to stay away from any flying birds. I don't really want them to crash my drone if anything happens. We're gonna go up higher, or yeah, we'll go up higher in a sec. River's still a little high right now. Trying to watch the wind. I'm not exactly sure how windy it is right now, but trying to make sure that I don't end up having wind interference today. Still a little bit chilly here, only about 30 degrees. But the sun was out, so I figured I might as well get down and have some flight time. I'll bring her back this way, probably go a little higher to avoid some trees. Try to get some good footage down here today since I couldn't last night. I'm gonna go a little higher. The river's still a little high right now. As you can see, the river walk down here is still higher than what it normally is. We're gonna come back, go higher so I avoid trees, because I'd rather not crash my drone in a tree today. I turn back this way. I'm just trying to go a little bit slower with this. I'm not trying to really get too far away or too high. Still looks like it's flooded underneath there. Yep, it is. Gonna come back this way now. Drone just warned me that I'm in a Class C airspace, so fly with caution, meaning I probably should stay away from the bridge. Oops. Honestly wonder how high I can go today. I'm gonna bring her back this way. Just gonna go up. I'm getting high wind velocity up there, so I'm gonna stay down a little bit. So I'm not really going very high. I'm only about 25 feet in the air and I'm getting high wind velocity. It's a little bit windy today. A little more than I'd like for flying, but I'm gonna turn back around. Hey, look, there's me. Oops, that's downward. Direct my gimbal back up so you guys can see down here. Yeah, it's getting pretty windy down here. I'm gonna direct the drone back my way a little bit. I'd go a little bit farther if the weather was a little bit clearer, but with the wind, I'm a little worried about the wind resistance with my drone. I haven't tested its max limits yet. I'm not exactly sure how far I can go or whatnot, but I want to get a throughout the whole river walk today. One sec, I gotta put my hood up and I'll continue flying. So my wind velocity warning went away. I think it's just when I get higher that I'm having a little bit of resistance. We're going to test it out and see what happens if I go higher. I'm at about only 60 feet, and that's when I start getting the high wind velocity warning. I'm going to bring it back down probably to about 20-30 feet just for today. If it was much clearer, I'd probably be about 100 to... It's only about 18. Let's get it up to... We'll go up to about 25, maybe 30. Yeah, we'll keep it right at about 30. This drone's been pretty cool. I haven't tested any of the smart features with the camera. I've just been taking videos. I haven't tried sports mode yet. Like I said, I'm a little bit scared to test that mode out. I'm not really sure I'm ready to fly at 42 miles an hour, which is... Uh-oh. Incoming seagull. That was really close. I got some birds flying around here today, so I'm a little worried about them trying to attack the drone. I don't really think they're going to mess with the drone, but at the same time, I don't know how seagulls are. And then I've got a goose down here. A little worried about the goose. See if we can get closer to the seagull. I don't want to disturb him though, because I don't want him to mess with it, then it's probably game over. Oh, he's flying away. I'm getting some high wind velocities right now. I'm probably not going to use the return to home feature again, even though I do have it set up just in case anything happens. Direct back upward a little. I'm also going to avoid the construction that's going on over there. There's people working. I don't really want to bother them because I don't think I'm allowed to fly over them while they're working. So we're just going to stick to this area right here. Once again, I got the high wind velocity to go away. I don't know if it's just at a certain altitude or if once the wind picks up I get another warning. But we're going to test and go a little bit higher and see what happens. I'm getting about 50 feet. Still going. Yep, when I get up to about 60, 70 feet, that's when I start getting the high wind velocity warnings. When I come back down, that's when I start having a little bit better. The drone's handling up pretty well. I haven't noticed any shaking or tilting or anything by the wind velocity. But right now the river's pretty high still. Still flooded down here, sadly. Ooh, wind's picking up again, making this day even a little bit chillier than it was. I'll be able to get more video than before though, because today I actually have some gloves on that are more of a winterized glove rather than just a work glove, even though my hands are starting to get a little bit chillier. My face is probably the chilliest right now. I probably should have worn my mask, in all honesty. I'm gonna go up a little bit. Direct it a little bit. I got some people walking around. Hopefully they don't mind that I'm recording. Got a seagull flying around again. Like I said, I'm trying to be careful with those, any type of bird. But we're just going to fly around, try to avoid the high wind velocity. Or any trees, in all honesty. I'm going to bring her back now. It's about the farthest I really want to go right now. Got it about 200 feet away from me. Not really going much further just yet. I would if it was a clear day, but with the wind, I'm kind of a little sketchy about what's going to go on with my drone, so I'm just trying to keep it maybe 200, 300 feet away from me at max. On clear days, I might go about 1,000 feet or more. I don't know. I haven't really decided my max limit on where I'm taking my drone. But I'm going to end the video here and move locations. So I'm going to end the video before I land. I'm trying to figure out why I'm beeping still. But there we go. It's getting pretty windy out here. I'm not going to go too close to the river in all honesty, but it's flowing pretty good. I'm shaking a little bit because the wind's getting a little higher. We're going to head up a little bit. Redirect the gimbal down. Well, the water's beautiful and I would try to fly over this with the wind. I don't really want to do that much yet. So we're going to head in this direction and just fly around here. Maybe get some decent footage down here. I got about a 9-minute video on the other side, so I figured try to come over here and see what happens. It's getting pretty windy out, so I may not be out too long because as the wind picks up, it's getting a little chillier. Whoops. Bring it back to me.
Low battery warning.
Uh-oh. I guess I'm only at 30% with this battery, so I'm gonna end my video here and pick back up with a new battery. I've got 2 more before I have to change out. I'm back with another battery because the drone was getting low, so I had to switch out my batteries. Doing a little beeping here and there. It's my obstacle avoidance. I don't really ever turn that off, just in case, you know. The wind's picking up gradually, so I'm not trying to go too high or too far out, but you can tell the river's pretty high down here. Let's see if I can get over there by that walk around the emergency stuff, because when I go towards the emergency, it tells me that I'm in Class C airspace, which I have to be careful about. I'm having a little bit of lean here and there, but I'm not having too much of a problem with having the wind take my drone anywhere. I'm not in any restricted area yet. Hopefully I don't end up in a restricted area. I've got my obstacle avoidance going off, letting me know. It looks like the sand has gone down a little bit. The water's starting to recede a little, but it still hasn't fully gone down. Raise the drone up in the air. Bring her back. Trying to avoid any people. I got a guy walking there, so I wanted to go a little higher to avoid him. I'm gonna lower back down now that he's out of my way. Go a little lower so I avoid trees. Probably spin the drone back around, in all honesty. That way flying towards me is actually flying towards me. But we're going to redirect at the river. Just like so. And I would go a little closer than I am now, but I'm having a little difficulty with the wind. I'm at 86% battery. I got about 13 minutes left until I have to switch out batteries. I'm kind of glad that the DJI batteries let me know how long I have and time-wise. This water looks beautiful. That's about as close as I'm going to get, in all honesty. We're going to go up a little. I'm at about 20 feet right now. Oh, there goes a goose. Definitely going to avoid the goose and lower back down for a second. I don't want to hit the goose at all or have the goose hit my drone. Getting up at about 30 feet. We're going to keep going up. We're going to come back a little though. I'm out at about 60 feet right now. About 70 really. Not really having any wind interference up here or any warnings. Police station over there, I'm going to avoid that. I'm going to tilt back down so you can see this. I'm only 36 feet away, but I'm 60 feet in the air right now. I'm going to go up a little more. And you can actually kind of see the bottom. It's starting to pick up, so I'm going to come back down again. Direct my gimbal back up. Up pretty bad lately. I'm at about 76% battery right now, so I'm getting some good flight time out here. I expected a little bit longer of the battery, but when I'm flying in 4K, I know my battery's going to drain a little bit faster than recommended. I've got at least one more location I want to do, which is Cam's Island, but I believe it's underwater, so I might have some problems getting down there. I'm gonna go towards the park, see what I can get of that. Trying to see if I can get some good footage over here today. Just having some fun with my drone. Here's the park itself. I'll turn my camera a little bit, the gimbals. I'll bring her back towards me and down a little bit though. Back towards the river again. Wind's picking up, so I'm gonna lower back down just a little bit. I'm only at about 20 feet in the air right now. I was sitting at 80 a little bit earlier in the video, but like I said, as the wind picks up, I'm gonna be going up and down a little bit. I don't want to hit high wind velocity like I did in the other part of the section of the video, but we're gonna go back up. about 70 feet right now. Wind's picking up again. Sitting at 65% battery, so I'm gonna go a little higher. Get a nice view of this. And we're gonna make a slow descend. Direct back at the river. I haven't tried slow-mo on this yet. I'm probably gonna try that eventually, just not yet. I'm having fun recording like this. Direct the gimbal back up so you guys can see the river. Sitting back at about 20 feet in the air right now. But I'm going to land and move locations again.